Welcome back. We finally made it. Thank you, Nadeo, for finally being somewhat cooperative at this point in time. We are already in the pick a bad phase for Lunaéna against Meow, and the first Meow ban is Red Barricade, while the first Lunaéna ban is the Flip. We also have a pick from Lunaéna, which is Valorate. We're concluding with One More Day and Carousel. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but we have the same maps again.
We do. Whew. I do see a pattern emerging. The Flip seems to be banned a lot. Also, Red Barricade. People just don't really want to play that right now, not unless they have to. But maybe on other matches it is being played, so we will see about that. For now, though, we are watching Lunaéna versus Team Meow. So I think we can switch over to the server. They are still warming up a little bit, but shouldn't be too long. Starting, there is a 15-second timer. Here we go. I think we're ready to get this going. Second round of the day. Little bit of a delay, but it should be all sorted out now, and hopefully no more issues. Good luck, have fun to all teams. Also, there are 3 other matches that are going on at the same time right now. There might be various POVs across Twitch for you to watch, and in this one, we're watching Switch, and oh no, blue side. Everybody's on blue side.
It's just a warm-up.
Okay,
Maybe,
hopefully.
just maybe, it might actually work. We're waiting for the main rounds, and if they're still on the blue side, we can still complain about it.
Okay, let's see.
Alright, I'm just hearing from the background that at least one of the players is in the correct team, or yeah, I can see it on the main stream. Sarah is in the right color. Do hope it also works from our side, but yeah, still a bit of an overlay issue, I do believe. Deo's competitive tool doing its work as usual. So we're looking at the races for the moment. I hope it works for the ladies who are playing right now. Maybe they also just joined forces and decided it's more fun to play together. But we do have Switch in the lead once more. We have Sarah currently chasing Celiasta. This is also a bit of a national pride duel. Germany versus France. Of course, best friends forever. But as a German, I would, of course, like it if the Germans would also win this. As we see Sarah trying to snatch away the second place from Celiasta, and she's bonking out, has to respawn. Is there something that can be done about Switch? It doesn't appear that way. 47-30, a really strong time again. But Sarah and Jan make it a tie in the first round.
It says ace, but that is of course not correct. Yeah, there are some messages in chat now. Zara and Ya are asked to rejoin. We are gonna try to fix this. There is something happening with the pool. We have 4 blue players right now, so Ya needs to as well leave and then come back in, and hopefully they will be placed correctly on the red side. Let's see if that is happening. They are out of the server. We're just waiting for them to come right back. Ya is back in, and Zara is now also on the red side. Hopefully this is good. I think we are ready to go now. We're still on the first map, of course. We're going to restart, and we should be just going to 10 points one more time. Valerie's the first map. Switch and Celiasta versus Ya and Zara, and this time they will be in the correct colors, and also the names at the top are in fact the team names. So we are going now. I think we're live, right? This is live? I think so. Let's treat it as live. We have Switch and Ya in first and second. Wait, there's still blue on my screen, but I think that's just a glitch, to be honest. Switch going very fast. Ya and Zara in pursuit in second and third place, with Celiasta with a bit of a mistake, about 2 seconds behind. And if anyone can catch Switch, that would mean a victory for Meow, but Switch is on a run and for now not making any mistakes, having a very good reactor drift there, and now attempting to go for the risky finish, and that works out just fine. A 47.463. Zara and Ya in second and third, and Celiosta with a couple of respawns.
And another one.
Out of the track, exactly, but it doesn't matter anymore. It is a draw to start with.
Yeah, it seems like
There it
she
is.
needs a bit more of a warm-up here, but of course, she has time to get ties to it. The rounds are long, especially with Switch still being well and truly in command. Seems like everything is working out, but for now, Celeste is in the lead. That is exactly what she wants to do here. Switch is stealing it away for the moment, but she's not rushing away quite as much as in previous rounds. Sarah has a bit of an unfortunate incident there, taking the ramp a little too hard, but is not out of the race just yet. We have a French 1 and 2, the Switch in P1, Celeste in P2, 0.2 seconds behind. I think she heard me say something along those lines of struggling in the early game, and has taken it quite personal because she's now, running super close to Switch. And with Switch setting a PB, Celeste also gets the PB 5.4 seconds quicker than the previous one. That is impressive.
That is definitely impressive. 4-1 is the score now. Lunaéna starting off quite well here. Meow does have a point, but they do need to step on it a little bit. We're looking at Switch once again with a very, very good start. We've seen that from her before now, and of course, now we have Zara in second place. We had Ya super close to the... now she does actually clip that hole there, unfortunately, but it is Zara now trying to hunt Switch down. She's on her heels, but she needs to go just a little bit faster in order to get that first place away from Switch. Oh, and we have Celiosta with a big mistake, and maybe Ya can take advantage of that, but she is 2.2 seconds behind, 2.4 even. Switch is not slowing down. Celiosta is, however, crashing out a little bit, and that means that Ya might take... No, Celiosta will snatch that third place, and Zara drives a PB as well in the rounds mode. Switch will take first. It's a victory for Lunaéna, and they are now 6-2.
This is going just in the correct direction. Sarah with a PB can at least take the second place and a point away. Can they bring something more to the table? Is there perhaps a moment of insecurity from Switch anywhere to be abused? It doesn't seem like it, but Celeste is taking a tag with the walls for the moment. And Ya and Zara are both chasing after Switch. Is there anything to be done about this first place? Sarah isn't letting her French competitor go.
Ya with a crash.
Celeste is out for the moment. Ya is also out of the equation. Sarah cannot quite follow. 0.7 seconds behind. Switch isn't risking any single bit too much. Or is she? Because she set a new PB. 1.1 second faster than usual. Ya snatches away that second place. Sarah brings home the third. And Celeste brings in another respawn. But at least makes it into the risky 7-3 now to the scoreline, which means Meow need an ace at some point.
Exactly, and what Switch just drove is only like 2-3 hundredths above Vingumi's record there, so that was indeed a very, very good time. Now we are looking at the next round. The score is 7-3. We have Zara with a clip, and that's gonna be not very helpful. Celiosta also has to respawn because it drives out of it. Lunaéna needs the ace in order to close it out right now. That brings them to 10 points. Switch is still in the lead, but Celiosta has dropped to 4th place, and now it is Ya who is in 2nd. And here she goes into that drift. Zara has it a little bit better, overtakes her teammate, and they will, with some luck, drive into the risky. There it is. Switch with a 47.253. and Zara and Ya make sure that it is a draw, and they put the score to 8-4.
It's one step closer to what Lunaéna wants to happen on this map, and that is, of course, a win for the French team. But we have a little bit of a scrap, and it is Switch. She has lost time. Can Sarah, can Ya use that somehow? Half a second lost by the Dominator, basically, in this specific round. Is there anything to be done here? Ya is, unfortunately, the first one to fall to the French Dominator. Salias is still trying to sneak away that first place from Zara, but it's going to fall victim to Switch as well. How quick can she go? Can she steal it from Zara as well? They're almost even, and Switch is now in the lead. Even though she made the mistake in the early in the round, she did bring it home with a 47.8, and Sarah not even a PB is enough to steal that win away. Yeah, second place is enough now.
Exactly. Switch now again with an early mistake, drives off the track immediately. I wonder if something is going on there. She is actually just turtled now and not respawning. Ya and Zara are now in first and second place. I wonder what's going on there. People are stopping. There is something going on in chat. Let's see. Let me see. We had a 1-1 tie now, just finish and go next. Oh, I think we actually... The score wasn't quite accurate, I think. We're looking at what they are saying. It's 10-6, yeah. So Lunaéna has already won. Just that the system didn't quite catch on yet. Yeah, 10-6 is the score. And we will go to next map, so people are just gonna go and finish, and that will start the timer, and then we will go to the next map. The next map is gonna be One More Day. That's the one we're gonna be watching. Yeah. We will note the score as 6-10. The match tool is having some issues, and
a stroke as usual.
Sort that out for next events, next rounds. But for now, it is what we have to work with, so that's what we're gonna do. We're going to the next map. One More Day.
All right, one more round specifically. We're hoping that this one everything works as intended. Yeah, we kind of missed that. The first one, the first round was counted already. I thought it might have been easy scrap, but I guess in the spirit of the sport, it is probably better that counted in the end. We're on to One More Day. Hauser has the world record here, and so we're in the 50s still. Of course, there might be a possibility that we might see a world record in this specific event, in this step 1, and I'm hoping which can compete with that world record. Melon, take it away.
There we go. We are in the first round on One More Day, map made by Vingumi, also a competitor in the event. Switch has the best start and is followed by Zara. Zara now actually taking over first place because Switch has crashed. Celiosa is in second place and Ya following in a third. Switch now about a second behind, but we know that Switch can be super fast, so who knows how well she does on this map. Maybe she can drive closer to the ladies in the front. Zara with a bad landing. Celiosa as well with a bad landing. It is Ya who takes over first place now, and Switch is now in second, and it's getting very close to that finish, but actually Ya does manage to stay ahead. Switch ends up in second place, Zara in third, and that means that Meow wins the round with 2-1.
Well, I guess it's one way to break the dominance. Yeah, with an important win brings Meow in the lead for the second map, for the moment at least. We have quite a strong start from Switch again, but Zara is onto her. Can she do anything about this lead? Celiasta in third, also trying to make something happen. Nope, never mind. Yeah, is overtaking her for that. And this would be a draw. This is precisely what they need to bring this map home and force Lunaéna into the all-deciding third map.
Oh.
But is there anything that can be done here? Celiasta now dropping behind quite a bit. Switch is still in the lead. 0.4 the advantage over Zara. Brings it home. And the new PB for Zara too.
World record.
0.7. And that is indeed the world record. Although I did see something in the chat. It's apparently current match record, which means today's record. In
the rounds, yeah, in the event.
Basically, the event record holder for the moment. We have a 49.8 as a world record, as it seems. But yeah, next round.
Exactly. The thing that we see in the top left is the world record in the events itself. Of course, the offline or the online practice PBs are very different, but that is a very different type of hunting that you do in rounds mode. So that's the one that we find interesting right now. We're looking at Switch once again in first place, and Zara is about 0.4 behind. Celiasta is in third, and Ya trailing in fourth place. And if they finish like this, then Lunaéna will actually tie it up again, 4-4. So let's see, maybe Ya can overtake Celiasta here in order to force that tie again. Switch enters, drives even faster than last round with a 0.165. Zara and Celiasta both with a personal PB, but the round is indeed won by Lunaéna, 4-4.
Well, that makes it even more interesting now. We also had 2 BBs from Zara and Celiasta each. Switch now again in the lead, but bonks out. Takes a little bit too far of an outside line. And now with a really close inside line is trying to make up for lost ground. Celiasta still in second, Zara in the lead. But how long is that going to persist? Can Switch do anything about that? Steals away the second place. Nope, has to give it back up to Celiasta. Zara is not taking the optimal line here, but is holding on to the lead. Into the hairpin. Beautifully done from both of them. Celiasta has to lose a bit of ground, and Switch is now even again. Better dirt line or not. Zara's trying to hold on to it, but it is so close, but she has to let go. Switch is taking another win, and it's a 2-1 for Lunaéna.
What a last 2 turns combination from Switch there. Just really taking the risk and just coming in clutch. It is now 6-5 in favor of Lunaéna. No match points yet. The ace will not bring them to 10, but it will definitely help them along the way for either team. Celiasta with an early mistake, and will still be able to stay ahead of Ya though, because also Ya did something at the start and is now in fourth place. Let's take a look at Zara and Switch here in first and second, because of course Switch is on a tear, but Zara is really keeping up very well. And I mean, what can you do when someone is that fast? You just have to hope for a mistake. She does make mistakes, we've seen that happen, but when she's zoned in, she's definitely zoned in. Another world record by, I think it's about 0.4, 0.5 faster than it was before. 0.3 faster, there it is. It's a victory for Lunaéna. 8-6 is the score, and that means that another victory or an ace will make the second map put them to their name, Neon.
Can they bring it home? Can they win this? Zara isn't looking to let this one go just yet. Is contesting for the lead and is overtaking Switch into that checkpoint. But Switch is not going to just take it. And Celiasta is also looking to snatch that second place away, but has to defend against Ya at the moment. Is there something going on here on the battlefield. It looks like it. Switch is not able to take off into the distance for the moment. Sarah is 0.25 behind. Can she do
touch.
anything? She can, as Switch is hitting the outside wall, risking a little too much there. And drops back to third, but Ya has to respawn. Switch also has to respawn, because he bonks the outside wall there. Sarah takes home the round. Solias comes home in second. Who's taking third place? It is Switch. Ya in fourth, unfortunately had to respawn too. Didn't quite steal it away. But it is still alive. Meow need an ace. Lunaéna need literally any other result. This is the deciding round.
Here it is, the deciding round, and Zara can win rounds, Ya can win rounds. We've seen that. They just have to do it one more time. They have to get first and second here in order to force that third map. But that is not an easy task, especially not with the start that Switch is having right now. She's taken first place, and Celiasa is also still right there. They need to overtake both of them, Zara and Ya, and they are trying. Zara in second place. Ya is doing what she can. Zara now just a little bit too much risk. Falls off the side there, the narrow beam. Also Celiasa with a little bit of a better drift there than Ya, and will take over second place. But Celiasa flies out, has to respawn. Will it be enough though? Zara is in fourth place. The Ya does drive a PB, but Switch will be in first. And that means the point is there, a victory for Lunaéna. 11-8 is the final score. They take 2 maps, and Meow was not able to get one. So there's your victory. Let's see if we can look at some other matches that are possibly still going on. Do we still have anything? Let me see. We have round 2 that's still going. Let's join that. Let's see who's going on there. That is, I think, Molotov versus, let me see. Yeah, Molotov is playing Holy Dynasty. And Molotov has taken the first map. And now we are looking at a win by Holy Dynasty. Prow with the first place of 48.452. They are on Valorate. And they've just started this second map, so this could last for a little bit more. Nia.
Well, the first round was almost a bust with 11-3 as the final score. This time around, it seems like Holy Dynasty have gotten a lot better start. Prow is in last place for the moment though. Nearenter also just in third. Can they steal away the second place from Mandarin? For the moment, it looks like only Prow can, and Causer is just taking it away. He's really quick in this specific road. Now Prow is unfortunately going off the map, out of bounds. Can Neranto do anything about this? Or is this just a round for Molotov? Whatever they want to do, they can do. It looks like Karsler is a bit slow, has made a mistake somewhere here, and Darren is taking the first place, but Neranto comes home in second. Karsler cannot take the risky finish. Has to give away a point, but it's still a win for Molotov Gaming.
And Neranto with a PB there. Underin with a winning time of 48.36. That is 0.2 behind the fastest round. Actually, no, that is second and 0.2 behind the fastest round. Let's go into the next round. We, of course, have Kazer and Anderin versus Prow and Neranto. And it is looking very good so far. 3-3 in score. And Enderin and Kazer with a great start, the two of them speeding away in first and second place, and Prow has already got half a second to make up for Neodanto with a mistake, about 2 seconds behind Enderin and Kazer. Now still in the lead, Kazer now in first place. Together, hand in hand, they are going pretty strong. Can they control this drift? It looks like they both can do it. Also, Prow gets through it nicely, but Kazer and Anderin will finish in 1 and 2 with a 47.6 as a winning time by Kazer. The score is now 6-3, coming quite close to that 10 points that you need. One more, and they are on match point.
Is there anything to be done here for Holy Dynasty? Or do they have to take the run into the lower bracket? That's the big question here. They do, of course, have quite a strong running from Kazer and Darren so far, but Prowl has been causing some trouble in front, and Niranto also snatched away some points, and Darren now dropping down to third. Can Prowl somehow hold it? Beautiful inside line on the plastic into the third turn. That is super close, but it is just perfect from all of the three in front. Kazer is still in the lead. Can Prowl do anything about that? Kazer just needs to keep it clean and keeps it super clean. No PB. Kazer
Both.
wins the round with Prowl second, Niranto in third, and then Darren trails the field, which makes it a draw, but we're on match point for Molotov.
That's right. They only need the ace, and they will take this map, and with that map, they will take the match as well. And yeah, Holy Dynasty will have to step it up right now if they want to force a third map out of this. Kazer has the best start. Prow is quite close behind Andrin in third place, and Neodonto has to make up for 0.8 right now. Here comes that weird plastic bit that you need to really the weird uphill kind of thing. We're going into the water. Kazer, Prowl, and Andrin. Prowl doesn't get it quite nicely, and that could mean the ace right here. If Andrin can make it into the finish, she can. Kazer with a PB, Niranto with a PB, a 47.2. There's the ace, and there's the match. It's 10-4. Wow. GG. Just like that, this match is over. And I think
Perfect
that
last
concludes
round.
this round. Yeah.
Perfect last round to bring it home from Molotov. Absolutely impressive what Kazer has been able to do. But Holy Dynasty haven't gone out without a fight. That is something I highly
Definitely
respect
did.
here. I think they're one of the favorites for the lower bracket. The next match is going to be against the Sussy Bunnies, who have also brought a good fight against STPG. And whoever wins is going up against the Big Bonkers, who unfortunately lost their match against the Shorkies. The other results are Apex Predators beating STPG 2-0. And of course, we have seen Lunaéna and Meow, which means we're now continuing with the lower bracket round 1. Meow against Rice Buns and Holy Dynasty against Sussy Bunnies.
Exactly.
I think we've seen all of those teams already, so this is just down to who do we want to give more screen time for the moment.
I think the Rice Buns, I mean, we saw them for a little bit. They were already playing when we joined in the first round, of course. But I think we maybe want to check out Meow versus the Rice Buns. And Sussy Bunnies we saw in the first round. I don't know. Do you have a preference? I don't mind too much, I think. Also,
I don't
those
really care
matches should start 1920, so that is, yeah, they should have already started at the time. Let me see.
They've been pushed back to the hour, so they're starting at 8 Central
There it is.
European time.
Yep. Then I think maybe we take a little bit of a break while we figure that out, and the teams can stretch their legs a little bit. We've only got 2 matches in the next round, and then we're going to the upper bracket semifinal, amongst others, that will be played. There will be 5 matches next round, but let's see what that brings. Let's go take a little bit of a break for a few minutes while we can all get a drink. So we'll see you in a bit.